Hello and welcome to your Newsmax Now update. I'm John Bachman. About 300,000 Department of Defense workers are back at work after Secretary Chuck Hagel said they were in fact essential, but hundreds of thousands of other non-essential employees are still furloughed, and the federal government is still mostly shut down, while Democrats refuse to negotiate and Republicans hold the line on defunding Obamacare. This weekend, though, the House did pass a bill that will pay federal employees for the time they missed during the shutdown. Congress is also now shifting its attention to more pressing deadline, the day the government says it will run out of money to pay its bills. House Speaker John Boehner says Republicans will only approve bills to reopen the government and raise the country's debt limit if Democrats agree to changes in Obamacare.
We are not going to pass a clean debt limit increase.
Under no
I told the president, there's no way we're going to pass when the votes are not in the House to pass a clean debt limit.
But Democrats say if Speaker Boehner simply called a vote on a clean CR, it would pass. If Congress can't reach a deal next week, then the nation could default on its debt for the first time in American history. Treasury Secretary Jack Lew says defaulting on the debt would plunge the nation back into a recession worse than 2008. And the U.S. carried a pair of daring raids this weekend to grab suspected terrorists. Delta Force commandos captured Abu Anas al-Libi in Tripoli, Libya. He is believed to be behind the 1998 bombings of 2 American embassies in Africa. He is now being interrogated on a U.S. Navy ship.
The United States of America is going to do everything in its power that is legal and appropriate in order to enforce the law and protect our security.
Also, Navy SEALs raided a terror camp in Somalia in an effort to grab one of the senior leaders of Al-Shabaab, the terrorist group. However, the SEALs were caught in a firefight and had to retreat. Al-Shabaab is responsible for that deadly attack on a Kenyan mall just 2 weeks ago. And international weapons experts in Syria have begun the process of destroying the nation's chemical weapons arsenal. Syria's President Bashar al-Assad's government was threatened with U.S. airstrikes in retaliation for an August 21st attack. Assad agreed last month to join the Chemical Weapons Convention and abandon its arsenal. The United Nations said that they have made, quote, encouraging initial progress. And more than 50 people are dead from clashes in Egypt between security forces and Islamist terrorists. Supporters of Mohammed Morsi are calling for the return of the deposed president. The Muslim Brotherhood chose this day to protest because it is the 40th anniversary of Egypt's last war with Israel. The Egyptian military had warned that it would not tolerate protests on the day, but that did not deter thousands of demonstrators from taking to the streets. And coming up on your Newsmax Now update, mayhem after a monster truck goes off course in Mexico. 8 people are dead, and the driver of the truck is now under arrest. See what charges he could be facing. Plus, a Newsmax exclusive with the influential founder and president of Americans for Tax Reform, Grover Norquist, why he says the GOP is weaker now and who he blames.
Larry works on the construction site when he's not held up with constipation. Mary sits all day at a desk, which does little to relieve gas and bloating. You can't schedule abdominal discomfort, but you can help alleviate it with Bactipro. Developed by holistic medical doctor David Brownstein, Bactipro is the fiber probiotic supplement that comes in the form of an easy-to-eat, tasty wafer. It includes the most essential ingredients necessary to help support your healthy digestive and immune function. Experience the results. Learn how you can receive a 30-day supply of Bactipro. Just visit Bactipro.com/offer. All you cover is a $4.95 shipping fee. Act now, and you'll also be given instant access to our downloadable special report, A Doctor's Guide to Probiotics and Your Health. Do something about your digestive health now. Get your 30-day supply at Bactipro.com/offer. That's BACTIPRO.com/offer. Limited time only. Bactipro.com/offer.
Hi, this is Dick Morris. Obamacare is taking full effect this year with over 15,000 pages of regulations. You need to know how this law affects you. That's why you should get your copy of Obamacare's Survival Guide. It's easy to read and the best guide to the new law. Even if you're currently insured or a senior on Medicare or a business owner, a medical professional, or really any citizen, you need the Obamacare Survival Guide. In it, you'll find about hidden taxes, fees, and fines, including a 40% tax on some health plans. I warned you about Obamacare. It's rationing, Medicare cuts, and will trigger doctor shortages. Now the Obamacare Survival Guide gives you the simple steps to protect your family.
Get the Obamacare Survival Guide at bookstores everywhere. It's already an Amazon bestseller. Or get our special $4.95 offer and save $15 today. Go to Obamacare311.com. Obamacare311.com. That's Obamacare311.com.
Hi, this is Mike Reagan. You need to watch out because thousands of new Obamacare rules are currently being implemented and few know what the law says or does. Listen to what Senator Max Baucus, one of the authors of the Obamacare law, recently said.
I tell you, I just see a huge train wreck coming down, and I don't see any results yet. I just see a huge train wreck.
He's right. So protect yourself from this train wreck. Get the #1 bestseller, The Obamacare Survival Guide. Newsmax says it's the best guide to the new law. Join more than 500,000 Americans who have their copy.
Get the #1 bestseller, The Obamacare Survival Guide, at bookstores everywhere. Or get our special $4.95 offer and save $15 off the cover price by going now to Obamacare311.com. Obamacare311.com. That's Obamacare311.com.
Welcome back. Amateur video from the scene shows the moment the driver of a monster truck lost control and veered off the road into the crowd. At least 8 people, including 3 children, were killed and 79 others were injured. The driver of the truck was detained by government officials, and they say he may have been drinking alcohol. And with House Speaker John Boehner saying it's time for the GOP to stand up and fight, what kind of shape is the party really in to fight at this point? During a recent exclusive interview with Newsmax TV, the anti-tax crusader Norquist says the party should still not surrender on Obamacare, but also GOP lawmakers don't have the same leverage they did before the shutdown. And Norquist says the blame falls squarely on the shoulders of the junior senator from Texas.
Cruz's failed gambit that he talked or mowed the Republicans into trying did set us back. We are weaker today because of what Ted Cruz did. That was unfortunate.
This has been your Newsmax Now update for October 7th. I'm John Bachman. Take care.